What's up everybody? So in today's video we'll actually be fixing the GT-R. Now technically there's actually nothing wrong with the car. There is a design flaw that Nissan really should have fixed. I don't know why they designed it like this. You guys will see what I'm talking about of course later in the video. But basically the symptoms that the car is giving me, the whole front end sounds like loose change jingling. It sounds like the suspension or wheel bearing or something is just rattling and really loose. I figured out what the issue is. So if we take a look at the brake calipers, this is really weird. I have no clue why it's designed like this. So if we look at the bottom pin down there, I can push it, nothing happens. This top one though, you hear that rattling? So I looked at all the forums because I was hearing that kind of noise. It sounds like loose change jingling. That's what a lot of people described it as. So for you fellow GT-R owners, if you have ever heard of that kind of noise up front, it's that pin rattling. And the weird thing is Nissan designs it like that. The bottom pin uses a retainer spring. They simply do not put one in the upper pin. And when I first heard that noise, I thought it was just loose lug nuts or something up front. I thought my wheels were gonna fall off. I checked them all, everything was tight. I also thought it was a wheel bearing or something, but turning the steering wheel while driving, it didn't make the sound any different. It simply only happened under slow speeds, under the small bumps. So the two common issues I found was either sway bar end links or the pin problem. It is the pin problem. And I went to Nissan and talked with the GT-R technician and everything, and he said a lot of GT-R owners come in, get extra set of the springs to install them. So we're going on a really slow road right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. So I'm not too sure if you guys heard that from inside the car, but this road has some bumps all in it. We're gonna drive really slowly and I'll film from the outside of the car and you'll definitely be able to hear the noise that I'm hearing inside the car. So as you guys heard, that sounds pretty bad. It literally sounds like the car is falling apart. We've made it home now and we got the wheels off of the vehicle. So now I'm gonna show you basically what we are doing today. First up, this is a $50 piece of metal. For those of you who are GT-R owners and have the same issue, here is the exact number of this item. So now if we look at the brake caliper, you can see how we have one of these retention spring thingies on the bottom, but Nissan does not put one on the top. Now this is not defective or that the previous person, whoever did brakes last, missed a part, but this is exactly how it comes straight from the factory, right from Nissan. You can see it there, but you don't get one on the top. And then looking at this, you can see it wiggling. Well, obviously this one is nice and tight. So really all we have to do is push this pin out, get it out, and then take the new spring, and this is going to go in just like that, and this is gonna solve the problem. So there is a good look now of the brake caliper. You can see what we are missing up top and what of course it has on the bottom. We're just gonna punch out that pin, punching it from this side, and then of course you're moving it towards the back. Well, that was easy, look at that. Wow, a lot easier than I was expecting. You really don't have to push it that hard. It's got some sort of retention piece on the far left side of it. That's what actually holds it in, so it's really not in there crazy amount. And now taking this new spring piece, we got to get it around here. Looks like the bigger side is what's gonna clip it in there. I'd have to, I think that looks symmetrical. I'm just judging it based off of the one under it. And you know, this actually puts a lot of pressure on the brake pads. Possibly this might solve the brake squeak issue, which that would be amazing. So let's push this back in. There's actually a lot of tension on this, so you do have to push this far down as you slide this pin back in. And I believe that is it. That literally took about 2 minutes tops, just like that, and as expected, look at that. No noise whatsoever except my fingernails hitting it. Look at that, just as sturdy. On to the next side, we're gonna go ahead and put the punch onto that pin and then slightly hammer it out. You don't really need too much force, just a nice firm hit. There you go. So that is right out, comes right out. One thing I've noticed, these things throw off a ton of brake dust. The wheels, which are behind the car, are loaded with brake dust. that is all done, and I will say that punch comes in handy. That is exactly what you need to do this job very easily. So now we'll pop the wheels back on and take it for a spin and see if it's still making a lot of crazy noises. I said slow.
Please tell me you were recording that.
I was. I said slow. All right, try this side. Let's see if you can go slow this time. Perfect. High five. That was good. That was good. That was good. Good job. So on to the next day now. We're back at the road. Let's see if the car is still making the rattling noises. So as you guys heard, there is no more rattling noises. That is amazing. And on top of all that, you guys know that I've been complaining about the squeaky brakes in the car. Now with these pieces in the car, the brakes don't squeak at all anymore. And when you guys have heard me talk about the squeaky brakes, it's not that they just squeaked a little bit like a race car brake would. It's they were literally screeching every single time it came to a stop. It hurt my ears, honestly. It was kind of embarrassing, honestly. It just sounded really bad. And another thing, slowing down now, I noticed my brake pedal doesn't shake a little bit. I noticed before there would be the slightest vibration in the brake pedal. And if you think about it, with the springs now in, that pin is nice and secure. That pin helps hold the brake pads in place. So with that pin loose and wobbling like it was, the brake pads would actually wiggle just a little bit whenever I was braking in the car. So in all honesty, the brake pads would move while braking, which is a horrible, horrible design. I'm not an engineer, of course, but honestly, there's no way that is a good design from Nissan and Brembo's perspective. And from what I'm thinking, I feel like Nissan probably did that so where the brake pads and rotors wear out sooner, just so you have to go to the dealer and spend $8,000 on new ones. So honestly, I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with me, that is a very bad design on Nissan's end. So if anyone from Nissan or Brembo is watching, fix this. That is a stupid design. Issue a recall or something. If you're a GT-R owner, they should be able to have you come in and get that replaced for free. It's only $100 on the retail market. I'm sure it costs pretty much nothing for Nissan to actually do that, so that is just a really dumb design. But that is awesome that that is now fixed. No more squeaky brakes, no more slight vibration in the brake pedal, and no more rattling. So now, next up, this thing is really dirty with some brake dust, and probably because the brake pads would actually move and wear out sooner, most likely. That's probably why the brake dust is a lot like that. So let's watch the car. And just like that, the GT-R is all cleaned up and shiny. This thing really does clean up really nicely. Look how sleek and shiny that is. The wheels, they look amazing, all nice and clean. Same with the brake calipers, looking really good. So we are gonna be putting the stock wheels on it. The reason is I have some really fun items coming for the GT-R, so I'll be doing a lot of launch control and performance testing. So I'd rather do that with the stock setup just because these are slightly smaller in diameter than the OEM setup. And real quick, look what I just noticed on my roof. I don't know if you guys can see this. There is a giant dent on the roof of the car. Looks like someone's head nailed it or something. That is crazy looking. All right, so we're gonna try the GoPro suction cup mount, see if it'll pop it out. If not, I know a guy who will get this good. Center's like right here. I have no clue how this could have happened. It's pulling it a little bit. I don't know if you can see the metal moving at all. It's a little better. I might have the professionals do it. I don't know if we can get a good clip of it.
It's still there.
Yeah. Well, a little bit better, less noticeable, but I'll have my guy fix that for me. So anyways, let's get on to swapping out for the stock wheels. All right, stock wheels back on the GT-R, looking pretty good. Seems like about half of you hate the Bostons and half of you really like them. I think they look pretty awesome. They have brand new tires on them, so of course I'm going to use them up. But yeah, we have some really, really awesome things coming for the GT-R and the R8, so you guys are going to be really excited for what's coming. But anyways, that wraps up the video, fixing what Nissan really should have done from the factory. Putting those clips in the top of the brake calipers not only stopped the car from squeaking really bad under braking, it stopped the pulsation in the brake pad, and it made it stop rattling. So for you GT-R owners out there, go to your dealership, get those things, puff them in, and your brakes will be absolutely perfect. So that wraps up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. We'll see you all next video.